Well, let me start by thanking John for running. As I think he's learning, he hasn't told me this, but I assume he is, it's not as easy as it might seem. It has a lot of work, and as putting yourself out in the public is not an easy thing to do. I've learned that. So I would like to recognize some of the people here who have either been serving this community in an elected position or are candidates. And I hope I don't miss too many, but I see Steve Sirianni back there, who's on our Board of Education, Jennifer O'Neill, who's running for the Board of Selectmen, Chad Lamon, who I guess is going to be into his third term, or attempting his third term for the Board of Selectmen. And I think I see Marion Manzo over here, who's running for the Board of Education, and John Guerin, who's going to be running for the Board of Finance, and Bob Tendler running for the Planning Commission. And Drew Morton running for the Zoning Commission. So I don't know if I forgot. Oh, and are you running for anything for Chuck? You're on already. Yeah, you're right. But again, I want to go back and say all people who get out on, as we say, the field of play in politics, whether it's at the local, state, federal level, I think deserve everyone's appreciation for being out there, putting themselves forward, and trying their best. Oh, I'm sorry, Ken Corso, right up front here, just past. And since Ken's right here, I should say, and this is my lovely wife, Christine, up front here. So that hopefully ensures dinner tonight, so I don't. But I do want to make one quick comment that struck me is about Harmon's offer for a free lunch. I've been trained in economics for many, many years, and we learned that there are basically three laws to economics. And the first is that more is better than less, also known as the theory of demand, why people want stuff. And the second is sooner is better than later, also known as the theory of supply, but it's really about the time value of money and why we make investments today rather than spend all our money today on things that we might want because we want good returns in the future. And the third is there is no such thing as a free lunch. And I bring that up because really it's another way of saying that if you think something is going to be easy with no consequences, you're probably being naive. And we see that every day when we run government here. Everything has an effect. We are constantly working as a team to see what those effects are, to make sure we're prepared as best we can, whether it's for an emergency or for some new technology that we're going to be rolling out. We try to have our heads up. And as I said at the very beginning, I always try to keep in mind for everybody those three things that I started out with. We want to always be proactive, looking to the future, what we can do, make it better. We want to make sure not only are we accountable, but everybody who is serving the people of Southbury is accountable for what they do, how they spend their money, and what they try to accomplish, or what they do accomplish. And finally, it's transparent. We have done a lot to move forward so that everyone in town can see what our Board of Selectmen is going to be reviewing before they review it. We've been trying to encourage every board and commission to do the same thing so that people have, not just the people on that board and commission, but everybody in town has access to that information. We have worked with new technology, and I think right now we can say all of our meetings that are being taped are audible. We are in the electronic age. When I came, everything was on these small tapes, and believe me, even when it was working well, you could hardly hear them. But we finally realized they don't make those tapes anymore. That's how out of date we were. So now we use our iPads and techniques like that. But anyway, it's been a great afternoon. I hope all of you have learned something. I know I have, and I would only remind you to please remember to vote on November 5th. Thank you.
I thank each and every one of you for showing up. I thank Mr. Edelson. I thank Mr. Monteleone. And good evening.